Morning all, welcome to Moose Preparedness. I'm Moose. A little wet out today. The dog is not having it. So there's a phrase in the Army: if it ain't raining, we ain't training. And yeah, it's coming down a lot harder than I thought it would. It should be interesting because, you know, recovering from Helene, having all the folks struggle with all the trees that were knocked over, hitting people's houses. The dog is absolutely not enjoying our little walk out in the rain. He's like, let me inside. I'm going. Ooh, caught the screen door on the back of your heel. Don't you love that? So, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. See, I'm thoroughly drenched. One of the things that everybody, or a lot of people do, is they only train in stuff when the weather is good, okay? Whether it's shooting, whether it's hunting, whether it's survival, whether it's camping, or it's just going out on a walk. Sorry, getting my headphones out. I was gonna film when I was out there raining, but it came down so hard that it prevented the phone from being used because it kept, I was worried about ruining it. But how often have you gone out to do anything when the weather was intentionally crappy? Like, I'll go outside real quick so you can see, like, I'm in my patio right now. Like, it's coming down enough to where even my little feathered friends, they're pissy. But how often is it that you go outside and intentionally put yourself in crummy weather? Like, I'm soaked to the bone right now, and there's nothing worse than wet socks. Sorry, just feels gross. Maybe that goes back to the Army side, but have you tested your gear? Is your gear good in the rain? This particular jacket is great for light rain, not good for the heavy rain we got. So this jacket's pretty much smoked. Now I'm warm because I got the plate carrier on. Again, for those of you who think it's just a bunch of BS, hopefully you can hear the steel plates that are in there. Yes, steel plates. But what about spalling if you get hit and it spalls up and hits you in the face? Maybe it's got an anti-spall coat, you know? Or maybe I just use them for training when it's raining. Because for those of you who don't have the level 4 plates, one of you chickens just went to the bathroom and it stinks. Sorry, squirrel today. For those of you who don't have level 4 plates, if they're in extreme temperatures, be it hot, cold, wet, that kind of stuff, they don't last very long. All my Army plates are like, hey, keep them cool and dry. And it's like, I'm in the desert where it's 130 and I'm sweating like, you know, a fat guy in a sauna. So steel plates, I can wear them all day, all night for training. And they're usually heavier, so I'm training with heavier. But so that gear is good. My shoes, my Go Ruck shoes, yeah, totally not waterproof. You know, they're fantastic shoes. I've got about 600 miles on them since I got them in late June. I think it's about right. But like, they're completely soaked through. The socks are soaked through. I just wear regular gym shorts most days. But I also, it's 60 degrees. I'm okay. I'm only going out for about an hour-ish. However, I'm still out training in it. It is a psychological thing seeing everybody huddle underneath an umbrella, run in their car, and you're the only person out there that's dumb enough to walk. When I first started doing the 75 Hard Fitness Challenge, which has been a big staple in my life for the last several years, I decided to do that around January 1st. I never do it on the 1st because I figure if you do it on the 1st, you're going to fail. But my first 75 Hard was in the middle of the Midwest in wintertime. And I actually have pictures, I'll see if I can't splice them into this video, where you can see the frost from how cold it was because I wore a face mask to keep my nose from getting frozen. And so the steam from my breath would go up and it would go into my eyelashes and actually freeze my eyelashes shut. So I can find those pictures. They're pretty outstanding. But I had friends who were in some pretty high tier groups. One of them who is in Delta for a while. Several dudes who are Green Berets. And even they're like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? And at the time, Russia just invaded Ukraine. And so I just jokingly said, hashtag train for Ukraine, just to be funny. But when you have dudes who are like serious pipe hitters and they're going like, why are you doing this? I didn't want to tell them, hey, I'm preparing for the worst possible scenario. At the time, we were like, great, we're going to go fight in Russia/Ukraine in the winter. It's cold there. I should probably get used to humping a lot of gear through the hills fast with extra weight on. Now, thank God that didn't prove to be true, but good Lord Almighty, train in the scenarios that you think you're going to be in, right? Now would be a great time for me to try and go find dry tinder and start a fire. I'm not going to, because unfortunately I have work. I have a life aside from YouTube. Go figure, right? Weird. But yeah, take opportunities like this. Like, it's starting to kind of clear up. You can hear the water coming down the drain spout behind me. Take the opportunities. Yeah, it's cold, it's rainy, it sucks. Test yourself. See what you can do. Why not? What's the worst that happens? Okay, it's 45 minutes of your life that sucks, and then you have that little piece in the bank that goes, I just was able to do X, Y, or Z in really shitty conditions, which means that I now feel better prepared to do it whenever it's in great conditions. Just a thought. Everybody stay safe out there. It is election day. Go vote. Not going to tell you who to vote for. I have my preferences, but go vote. Stay safe. Out here.